Today we're gonna talk about how you can get your first 50 subs with the Dreadlock channel. Stay tuned. What's up everybody, it's your boy Trey Smith, your host of Let It Marinate, bringing you love, peace, and prosperity forevermore throughout your life. Say you already know what time it is. Go and hit that like button and that subscribe button and that little notification bell. That way you stay updated on all the future content coming your way. Now, let's dive in. Okay guys and girls, the very first thing that you need when starting a YouTube channel with dreads or starting a dread channel is you need to have dreads, or you need to be in the process of getting dreads. You know what I mean? You don't want to not have any dreads or even think about dreads. You just like the way they look and everything and start a YouTube channel about dreads. That's kind of weird. But if you like dreads that much and you want to start one, hey, be my guest. It's gonna be kind of difficult, but yeah, I would say the very first thing is at least be on your way to growing dreads or have some button up, you know, like mine. I'm in my starter lock phase, so yes, make sure you have dreads. Okay, now that we got the obvious out of the way, the next thing you're gonna need is a Google account. You have to have a Google account to set up your YouTube account because Google owns YouTube. So if you want to start your channel, make sure you have a Google account, have all the information added in. It's very easy to do. Just go to Google, set up your account. If you don't already have one, which would be weird because most people use Google anyway, you know, all the Yahoos and the AOLs and the Bings and stuff like that. That's like, you know, that's past tense. We've moved on since then. So if you don't have a Google account, get one so you can start your channel. And even if you're not gonna be a YouTuber, still get you a Google account. That way you'll be caught up with the rest of the world. Okay, moving on. Okay, now once you have your Google account and you have your YouTube channel set up and you made sure everything is verified, you are set to go. You're ready to post your first video and make your first video. Now, when we're getting into the videos and posting things, you want to make sure first and foremost that you have your channel page set up. There's been countless of times where I've seen Dreadlock channels not have any banners, not have any descriptions, the about page is not set up, the links and stuff to your other social media platforms is not set up. Like, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to start your channel and start it out right, and just doing these things alone could get you your first 50, to be honest with you. Having your channel page set up, the banner, all the descriptions, like I said, having your playlist, the stuff that you want to talk about, all lined up. And we'll go into further detail about this stuff later in the future, especially if you guys like this type of content. Most definitely leave it down in the comments below and I'll make sure I'll get those videos out for you. But anyway, yes, channel page, description, about page, have all your links and your playlist already set. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you have a list of things already written down that you want to talk about before you start your channel. That way you're not guessing to figure out what you want to talk about. So yes, make sure you have all that stuff set up and we can move on to the next thing. Please don't try to skip past this step without doing this first. Then you're gonna have to go back and you might not like what you did and you have to erase everything you did just to fit the type of content that you're putting out about your dreads. So make sure you don't skip these steps. All right, moving on. The next thing on the road to 50 is your video content. Once you figured out what you want your first video to be, which is probably your intro video, like getting everybody tuned in to who you are, what your channel is about. Obviously it's a dread channel and you want to make everybody see that you're bringing in new style in the Dreadlock community. And this is all concept. This could work for anything. It don't matter what you're doing or what your content is. This could work for all concepts, all content. You know, just follow these steps and plug in where you need to plug in. And this will get you to 50 subs in no time. So with your video content, the number one thing is be yourself. After you make sure you know what you're talking about, be yourself. You don't want to be like a robot just looking at the camera and being still and
dry eyes and clear Dreadlock.
You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. Be yourself. Have your own swag. Have your own style of things. You don't have to be a copycat. You ain't got to be rambunctious. You ain't got to do all that stuff. You can just take your time. Be yourself. Be cool. Be loud if you loud. Be quiet if you quiet. You know, so just be comfortable in your own skin, because people can recognize when you're not. You know what I mean? So be you. Know what you're talking about, and give it to the people. Give the people what they want. Okay, next on the menu, once you got your video done and you're feeling good about it and you're about to upload it, wait, don't upload it yet. And if you do upload it, make sure it's private where nobody can see it, because you have a lot of things you have to do that leads up into the successful video that you want. Trust me, this will pay off. The next thing that you need to do before you upload your video is get your thumbnail ready. You want to make sure it's high quality, it looks good, it looks like something that's going to attract attention, and you will know. Trust me, whenever you post that thumbnail with the video, if people ain't looking at it, if people ain't clicking on the video, then you can have the best video in the world. It's over with. And that if the algorithm sees that people are not clicking on your video, it's just gonna die out. It's gonna be dying out. And unless you get ad money to push your video out, so YouTube can advertise your video like at a higher rate, more than just people who don't pay, you know, and force people to click on your video, it's not gonna work for you. So yes, make sure your thumbnail is up to par. Don't just post any type of stuff. You know what I mean? It needs to be related to your title. It needs to be related to your description box. All of that stuff works together. So if you have a thumbnail that don't match your title or what you say in your description box, then it's probably gonna crash. It's gonna blow up in front of your face. You don't want that. Which brings me to the next subject, which is very, very important, SEO. And that is where you take your thumbnail that you have, your title and your description and your tags and your hashtags, now that we have hashtags, and make sure they all match. You want to make sure that your thumbnail, your title, your hashtags, your description, that they all correlate. You don't want to have a thumbnail about you going to the park and your title say, no, I'm just playing, I went to the movies, and then your description is something about a daycare. I don't know. You want it to all match, to make it all irrelevant to the conversation. Like, say for instance, if you're doing hot top locks, if your title is me and my hot top locks, you want to have a thumbnail with you, your hot top locks, you point at them, making a screenshot, a thumbnail for them. And then in your description box, you need to write out a story about you and your hot top locks, what the audience can expect from the video, and then you got them. And then when you drop down, you'll see the tags. So you need to go through your tags, stating everything about hot top lock. If you need to do some research, the YouTube search bar is perfect. Type in me and my hot top locks, see all the stuff that pop up, and those can be your tags. You can use that. Anything that correlates you and your hot top locks, from the title, the thumbnail, the description, to the tags, to the hashtags, jump on it. That's what you want. Trust me. If you haven't subscribed by now, what are you waiting on? I'm giving y'all these gems. I'm gonna put them back in my pocket. You better hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna put them back in my pocket. Alright guys, once you have everything that I told you previously done, you are set to go. You can move that video from private to public and watch it do its thing. And make sure you use your social media platforms. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, you're already on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all the platforms you have. And if you don't have some, go get some and spam it. Like, get your video out. This don't get you 50 subs, you doing something wrong. Just period. Because I'm hardly even trying at this, and I got 50 subs in just a few months. So if I can do it, trust me, you can do it. But I will tell you, this is my third YouTube channel, and I use this very same strategy on my other two channels that me and my wife have with our business and our family channel, and then I have this channel. This is the newest channel. And on our business channel, we have over 6,000 subscribers in less than a year, just maybe 8 months. On our family channel, we have like maybe 1,600 subscribers in less than a year, maybe like 9 months. And then I have this channel that I started back in February 2020, and I've just been experimenting with this channel, you know, doing something a little different with the dread experience, the dread journey, and doing still some of the same SEO, not advertising it as much because I kind of want it to be more organic like, even though those other channels are more organic, but it's a different categories. You see what I'm saying? Our business channel is catered to more of a how-to of helping people sew baby clothes and all that stuff, which is a huge industry. Recapture Values YouTube channel, go check it out if you haven't yet. And then we have Recapture Family Values, where it's a branch off of the business channel, but it's behind the scenes, the business channel, our family channel. Go check that out if you haven't yet. I'll leave it all in the description. And then we have this channel, Let It Marinate, which is more of my dread channel and life advice channel. And it's growing, you know what I mean? It's growing at a slower rate than all the other channels, but I use the same steps, the same concept, the same SEO move and strategies that I do for my other channels. It's just a different category, so it's gonna move a lot different. It's attracting a different crowd of people, and I understand that. But with all that being said, everything that I've told you up until now will help you reach your first 50 subscribers. It don't matter if it's a dread channel or you doing something about cooking or any other thing that you come up with that you want to do and start your channel. Other things that you come up with may do better, hands down. Like the Dreadlock community is growing and is, you know, it's dope, and it has its own little world and section, but it may not be as popular worldwide as other things like helping people sew and start a business and clothing industry and children industry and all that stuff like that, or a family channel where it's more like a sitcom feel, entertainment style. But I promise you, if you do everything I told you in this video, you will reach your first 50 subs, and you can say, hey, Trey, you was right. And I'll be like, I know, right? But anyway, you guys, that's the video. I hope you loved it. If you didn't, give me my information back. Give it back. You know what? Don't give it back. No, but anyway, you guys, it's your boy Trey Smith, your host of Let It Marinate, bringing you love, peace, and prosperity forevermore throughout your life. Don't you forget it. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.